Welcome, Eclectic friends, and today I am going to be recording some Battletech, some of the Battletech Beta Backer single player demo. This is very beta, and I've been talking about it a lot off and on lately because this is a thing that's very much a me thing. So I thought I'd just run through a quick match and we will see how things go from here. I'm going to go ahead and choose single player. It's the only thing available currently. And let's go ahead and start by choosing a map. Let's go with the Stacks, or let's go with Death Valley. And let's go with a sunset in the desert. Okay, well, desert, obviously it's going to be hot. I'm going to set my opponent to random, and I'm going to go to battle, which gives me, it basically lets you aim for more medium style weapons and such, more medium mechs. I'm going to kind of customize here. This is what they've got, a whole bunch. You can do a drop down menu, and for my chosen I can choose anything from light through medium support, light assault battle. They're all different setups based upon what they are. In this case, I'm going to start with a probably medium battle. Yeah, we'll start with a medium battle. Why not? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna modify all of it anyway. So I'll just go with a medium assault. We'll go ahead and start it. I don't really like the commando a lot. It's not a bad mech. It's just not my type of thing, but it's very cheap, and it's a good scout mech. Instead of running the commando, I'm going to spend a little bit extra and get with Jenner's almost is a lot extra, but it's a really good mech. But I'm not going to do a Jenner. I'm going to do a Panther. It's about 0.5 more than the commando, so I'm going to have to save some cost elsewhere, but I can do that pretty easily. So I'm going to go do a Panther because I like the Panther. For a driver for the Panther, my preference is, everybody has these different abilities and stuff. My preference driving a Panther is I like Sumo because he's got very good gunnery and he's got precision strike. So when I'm only attacking with a single weapon, he gets to ignore cover and guarded. So I'm going to do this because it's the Panther. It's a light mech, but its primary weapon is a single PPC. So he will be doing a lot of solo shooting. I do like a Centurion. A Centurion is a really good mech. There's a couple of flavors of Centurion available. Let's sort these by name. We'll go up here and look at the Centurions. If I can find them, there we go. This is the Centurion CN9A, which means it's got the AC-10. For a little bit more money, you can go to the AL, which replaces the AC-10 with a large laser. Seeing as this is a desert map, it's going to have some heat issues. I'm going to stay with the 9A because I want to try and save heat wherever I can. So I'm going to keep him there. Multi-target, Kraken, he's not bad. I think I might keep him. And I'm going to go ahead and keep Kraken. Now here's where I'm going to save a little thing. I'm going to go ahead and go down here to my main one, is the Orion. I'm going to replace it. I need to save 0.5 and an Orion at 8. An Orion is a great mech, but at 8 it's just too expensive, and all the really good stuff's really expensive. It's too expensive for the section I've chosen today. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to save some, probably going down to a Jaeger, a 6S, I think. Lots of auto cannons. I mean, it's not the greatest mech, but it's a good long-range sniper. We'll see how this works out. We'll go to a Jaeger. So that frees me 1.3, so I can boost my Hunchback to something a bit heavier. I can go up to 5.9. So I could do 4P, but that's a lot of lasers, and this is a desert map, so it's going to be real hot. So I don't know if I want to do a 4P. I can do a Shadow Hawk. Shadowhawk, not bad. Good jump jets. Man, a lot of heat issues. Once again, the large laser. That's the Griffin. The Shadowhawk. Which Shadowhawk is this? This Shadowhawk. I'm going to go with the Shadowhawk. That leaves me a half. Wow, I can actually upgrade. Let's see if I can take the Jaeger back up. 6'3", I can go up to 6'8". I'm going to go the slightly heavier Jaeger, which has more. Yeah, I'll go to the slightly heavier Jaeger. Or quick draw. Let's go to the slightly heavier Jaeger. 6'7", I go up to 6'8". What do I get? 6'8". What's this quick draw? SRM4, 3 medium lasers. What is this? SRMs, LRMs, 4 medium lasers. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with this. I'm gonna stay with this Jaeger. This Jaeger is gonna give me a long-range fire support, lots of extra missiles, and I'm going to go ahead and Buckshot is a pretty good gunner. So I think I will keep her. Unless, do I want multi-shot? Multi-target. I'm going to go ahead and take Wildfire, actually, so I get multi-targeting, so I can target multiple people at the same time. And we'll go ahead and load it in and see how it goes.
Prepare for combat.
Once again, this is pretty early on. Everything is very... I mean, it's a beta. What are you going to expect? It's nothing magical. We're going to go ahead and give her a playthrough. We might give her a couple of playthroughs later on, as I'm going to do some more of these, especially as more stuff comes online and we get to see more. Launch.
Command interface initiated.
Okay.
Watch your heat.
Now the controls are very much like an XCOM. I can scroll around using the WASD. I can rotate my image, zoom in, zoom out. It's basically like you would expect from an isometric shooter like this. I'm going to start by moving forward. You see the enemy is here to our north, and this area has a lot of hills, valleys. There's a couple roadways coming in here. I'm starting up on this hill here. I'm going to... I think I want to move over into this area so I can have a little bit better chance to be ambushy. Let's see how far I can get Wildfire and her Jaeger over here. Run ahead. I'm going to move everything over into this area. I've got several jump jet equipped mechs, so I'm going to try and land up in these areas. I'll use this area for cover, and it'll give me the ability to jump up on top of some of these hills to attack and then jump back down when I am done. Run the Shadowhawk this way too. And run my Centurion this way.
Moving to position.
Man, the Jaeger might have been a mistake, actually, now that I think about it, depending upon how well heat builds up, because LRMs generate a lot of heat. So I've got a lot of LRM armed mechs that could actually be an issue. We'll just have to see what happens. We're going to go back to playing time. I want Wildfire. I want to get her over here.
I'm there.
I want her behind cover and hidden. She's my heaviest armor, but she's also a long range hitter. So I want to try and get some enemies in place.
Standing by.
I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with Kraken. He's not jump capable, so I'm going to use him as kind of an escort and a flanker for Wildfire. Sumo is my sniper, and as a light, my spotter. I'm going to move him forward. I will just try and get some reads on the mechs as they're coming in, and then I'll maneuver him back to engage at longer ranges as well. Once I get a kind of a spot on him and a feel for it, I'm going to actually end up pulling back, and I'm going to have Kraken and Apex are going to be my primary infighters, and Wildfire and Sumo are going to operate in a more sniper mode. I still don't have any detect, so they're somewhere around here, would be my guess.
Commander,
High.
on my way.
See if I can't get a deal for him.
Something I
Nope.
can do.
Let's see.
Okay, here
This
we
is going
go.
to kind of highlight him. It might not be the best. Might not have been the best idea in the world, but we'll see. You should at least give me some spotting ability
Ready
early
for
on.
orders.
Move over here. Now, if this was a water map, he would be a lot less of a concern,
Waiting for orders.
because on the water maps, if you're standing in the water, your heat sinks, it increases your heat sinks ability to work. They double, so you can sit down there and just go to town with energy weapons and not have to worry about overheating. See here, we got an unknown mech. It's on the edge of my sight line. I don't quite see him. I'm sure he can see the Panther, but not quite enough to shoot. So I'm going to probably end up reserving my Panther's move. Nope, there's a commando. Okay. Interesting. The line of sight to my Panther is blocked enough that I can't see or shoot at that commando. So I want to take Sumo.
What can I do you for?
What are we going to do here? I'm going to... See, those guys are over there. I'm going to see. Can I jump into cover? I can, but nowhere that gets a line of sight where I can shoot. Too far to jump into cover over there. Line of sight. Now this is going to be probably not the best thing I could do, but it gets me a line of sight on that commando, and I go ahead and take a shot. See how well my PTC does. Nope. Oh, I forgot to disable my SRMs. Oh well. I tore that leg up pretty bad. It's a hunchback. That's definitely going to be some pain. Took a hit. Panther. Got a medium mech down there. I've got that commando. This is a hunchback. I saw him pop up for just a second. So I'm going to want Apex,
Yes, Commander.
because she's got a line on that commando. Let's go ahead and see if we can't put some more hurt. I've already damaged his right leg pretty badly. As you can see, the hatching up here is because his armor's been penetrated, or has been almost completely knocked through. That's from that PPC shot from the Panther.
Confirmed.
So let's see if we can't get another shot in there, and my AC missed. And the missiles all hit the left side and did next to nothing. That's just peachy.
Oh, looky here. More company.
Okay.
Receiving you.
Kraken has... Let's go ahead and move him up. I should get a shot with my AC-10 and my LRM-10. Both pretty good shots. Let's go ahead and take it.
Roger.
Oh, I got that leg again. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I knocked him down, I injured him. I took out his right torso, which of course took out the right arm. I also took out the right leg. So I completely blew through his defenses there. So he's down right now. He'll be jumping up here in a second.
Yes, Commander.
And once he jumps up, he'll be pretty badly hurt. I think I'm going to move my Jaeger up.
All right.
And let's see. I should target that Jaeger, but I'm going to try and finish the commando while he's down. I'm going to go ahead and, since he's knocked down, I can do a called shot. I did a called shot on his center torso. And I'm going to go ahead and let loose with the missiles. And a lot of them missed. Not enough to kill him. I hurt him pretty badly. His center torso is pretty much trashed. That right leg's taken out. His whole right side of his body's pretty much gone. So it's not going to take much to finish him off at this point. He's going to limp forward, and we'll see. I'm going to have to move Sumo out. Sumo's too close. He's a sniper, and now that things are getting closer, I want to pull him out. So he's going to be my first guy. Because with the initiative, that makes it pretty easy. I can jump him pretty far. Jump him back next to Kraken. Let's see if I can't finish this commando. Oh, that'll shut me down. Nope. Too much heat, too many jumps. We'll fire the SRM and just hope it will get the kill. Forgot about how bad the heat buildup is on this map. I just keeps forgetting about it. We'll see how it does. Okay. Let's go with Apex. I want to pull back. I'm going to have her walk backwards just a little bit.
On the move.
I'm going to try and keep the range open a hair. And I'm going to go ahead and target this Hunchback starting to move in. Oh, it's a P loadout Hunchback, you can see, because of all the lasers instead of the heavy autocannon, which means he's going to have heat issues. So this is going to be pretty good for me when he starts firing. I mean, it's not going to be good, it's going to hurt really bad, but his heat buildup means it's going to limit his ability to fire.
Standing by.
Kraken has multi-target. I'm going to move him back as well.
Confirmed.
And then I'm going to actually use the multi-target ability. Target 1 is going to be the Hunchback. It's going to be target A. And target B will be the Commando. I'm going to put the LRMs on the Commando. Everything else on the Hunchback, and that's going to generate a lot of heat, but it's a good start. And that was enough to finish off the Commando. All I got left is Wildfire. Now Wildfire is long range, but she's also my heavy. Ooh. Oh, Sumo get hit bad.
Hey, I'm losing armor over here.
Okay, Wildfire. step wildfire up into a direct combat mode.
Affirmative.
Let's see, I've got 85% on my LRM-15s, 65%. I'm going to alpha strike this hunchback. I'm hoping to get the legs or the center torso. Either the right torso would be best because I'd be able to take out most of his lasers. But I can't really target at this point, so I just shoot and do the best and hope for the best. You can see down here it spikes my heat since I'm alpha striking with literally everything I have. It's going to spike my heat to almost the edge of overheat. Once this strike's done, I'm going to have to lay off a lot of my weapons for a little while.
Copy that, Commander.
And that worked out not at all for me. I mean, I hit him pretty hard with missiles, but both lasers missed, both AC-2s missed. That put me in a pretty bad place. Sumo is in trouble. I'm going to jump him out as far as I can. Where he can still, let's see, how far can I get him and still have him at least help. Get him back here. It's gonna make him an easy target. Let's try this.
Okay, I'm on it.
But with his heat levels, I'm not gonna be able to do any attacks. So I probably should have jumped him behind the mountain over here and waited. As is, I've got line of sight, but I don't have the heat. Yeah, because that would shut me down. So we're gonna put him. We're gonna brace him. Two 4P hunchbacks. Lovely.
Standing by.
Apex. I want to move here. That way, she's blocked from direct fire from the other two mechs until they move. And we will. LRMs aren't going to cut it. They're less than 45 or the 45% chance to hit. I'm going to have enough heat built up as is, so we'll go ahead and hit him with everything else.
Target confirmed.
And hunchbacks have a lot of armor. So that's definitely going to be an issue.
Receiving you.
But at the same time, let's move him.
Got it.
And pour that all into him. Do I have the heat? I want to leave the LRMs out of it. That's a lot of extra heat I don't need right now. That left arm's pretty tore up, but I mean, that's not going to do me much good either. I don't think he has any weapons in his left arm. I think his left arm is nothing but armor and structure. I don't even know if he has any heat sinks in there. He might have a single laser in that arm. I'll have to check here. I'll have wildfire. Isn't going to do anything. So what do we got here? In his right arm, he's got a single medium laser. So taking that right arm out isn't going to do me a whole lot. We'll kill the LRMs. Kill the LRMs. I'm still on the edge of overheat. I'm going to go ahead and shut off. Let's see, the AC2. We'll shut off the AC2 because it's less chance to hit than the lasers. So,
Engaging turret.
a couple solid hits. Armor's pretty tore up.
Yeah.
Sumo can shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a shot now. Kill the SRM-4. Just enough. I should be able to get one shot. Let's give it a try. Now that should have spiked his heat real big. That was a lot of medium lasers.
Yes, Commander.
Apex again. I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna hold her position and hit the same hunchback I've been hitting. Man, do I want to do that? Can I get around? How far can I jump? I jump this far back. This will give me a little cover, and it gives me direct sight, and it moves me a little bit more to this flank, which we can see we've got the arm damaged and we've got that torso damaged. That's a lot of heat sinks in that torso. So let's go ahead, and my LRM hit percentage is up to 100%. I'm going to go ahead and tag that in, and we'll fire everything.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Well, that left arm cost him a medium laser, and that left torso is even more damaged now. That's got some heat sinks in it. A lot of his heat sinks are in it. So I'm going to want to do what I can to try and finish that off. Which, unfortunately, Kraken is in the wrong position to take that shot. I start maneuvering Kraken around to... I can move him around here and just rely on my LRMs to do some damage while I run around the side to flank them and come at the sides. I don't know if I want to leave the 2-on-3 for that long, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold his position. I'm going to... What's my heat at? Heat's pretty high. I'm going to go back into multi-target. Target 1 is going to be the hunchback I've been hitting, and then target 2 will be hunchback B. Yeah, let's do that.
Roger.
Yeah, I got that torso. With that torso taken out, he lost a huge amount of his heat sinks. So that's going to give me pretty heavy advantage because he's not going to be able to shoot nearly as much.
Reporting heavy damage. I'm here.
No, let's back up. I'm just going to back up just to give a little range band increase.
Roger.
We've got this whole side opened up already. So, let's take the medium lasers off the link. LRMs are... No, that'll overheat. I'll use one of the LRMs. I'll still save a little heat. Actually, let's get that other AC2 in there. And an LRM. It's a tough choice. That's going to push me in the edge of overheat too. One medium laser and both my AC2s. No, I want the guarantee of the hit. So we'll use one of the LRMs. There we go. That was a solid hit. His center torso severely damaged. His right torso severely damaged. That was exactly the kind of stuff I was looking for. I'm surprised. I figured he'd go in and for a kill. Let's see if I can get the kill with the PPC. I won't quite go into overheat. If I can get a center torso hit with this PPC, it should do it. No, but I took out a laser. I critted his laser. That's not what I wanted, but it will help. Sumo's in a heat issue.
Standing by.
See if I can finish him here. You know what? No. 'Cause I want to show it to you guys. I'm going to punch this guy. We're going into a melee combat mode. This is the way to do it. Boom. Mech down. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
Apex is over here. Now's my chance. I'm going to use her move. Is that still in cover? Yeah. Use her move. So I'm still in cover. I'm high into the side. And I am going to hit this Jaeger with everything except for the LRs.
Firing on target.
And I did almost nothing because he dodged everything. Interesting.
Internal damage. Waiting for orders.
Interesting. I'll move up.
Coordinates received.
Target this guy. Kill my LRMs. I gotta save some heat. I'm gonna go to my medium lasers to overheat me. I'm gonna take my ACs completely out. No, I need to save heat. We'll take a round of just using my AC2s so I can rebuild, let my heat sinks catch up.
Yeah.
And here's Sumo's chance to shine. If I can get him in position.
I'm there.
PVC is gonna 45%, that's no good. We'll use the SRMs. Much better chance to hit. They're not gonna do as much damage, but also save a lot of heat.
Target.
And that was all to his rear armor, so that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, but and we've got a mech brawl going on.
My internals are taking a beating.
Commander.
Apex, how are you doing? I want to guarantee, I'm going to go ahead and inspire her. The inspire thing, the morale bar builds throughout combat, and when you can inspire, which increases their prowessness. So I'm going to go ahead and inspire her, lay on with everything, and fire.
Firing all weapons.
Standing by.
Kraken. Let's see if I can. Oh man. probably could have punched him, but I want to turn so I don't have my rear armor to that Jaeger, because that Jaeger's going to tear me up. And let's see what we can do. Let's see, I hit him with my AC-10. Both medium lasers in the rear armor. And a lot of heat built up, and we'll do it.
Roger.
Well, I got a crit on one of his heat sinks, which is always a plus because those P's have a huge heat problem. As you've seen, they've actually barely fired. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they have such a big heat buildup issue.
I'm receiving you.
Like, I've been dealing with a heat buildup issue myself, but I'm glad I went with a lot of the lower energy weapon mechs. So picking away at this Hunchback. Hunchbacks are just such armored beasts. I mean, they're good. I don't use them very often. But they're so good at what they do. Gosh, that seems like suicide. Let's open the range back up.
I got him.
There we go. Whoa! I'm glad that built up a lot of heat because I just got my armor shredded. I'm gonna go back to Kraken, who just shot him in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and try and punch him in the back.
Position confirmed.
Left torso, left arm, that's his heat sinks, which is definitely going to put him in a bad place. He got knocked down.
Standing by.
Apex, I'm going to use this chance to hit him while he's down. I'm going to call shot center torso. And I am going to alpha strike the crap out of this guy.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Target's taking a critical hit.
I hit him pretty bad. I did not kill him. That Jaeger's going to move back. What's he going to... Oh, he's going after Kraken. Damage on medium laser. Man, Kraken's pretty tore up now.
That was a bad hit.
Yes, Commander.
I gotta kill this Hunchback. I don't want to let him get back up and get back into the fight. So I will put everything into putting him down right
Copy
now.
that. Enemy eliminated.
Alright, so it's 4-on-1, which is pretty good. But all of my guys have pretty hefty armor damage, and I'm not necessarily in the best of shape overall. So I'm going to keep pulling Sumo back and let him do his job, which is snipe. There we go.
I'm gonna make some trash.
Another good rear armor hit. Tore up more rear armor.
Yes, Commander.
Apex. Let's see. Does she have a shot? No. There we go. I can move down here and still technically be in cover and have a shot. What's my shot look like? Just my ACs and my LRMs are good. Above 100%, so we'll go ahead and take that shot.
Taking the shot.
This is more really just trying to keep his attention, especially with Apex, because Apex isn't that badly damaged. She has taken some hits to armor, but she's not into structure anywhere. So if I can keep her, where like here, Kraken is deeply into structure on his entire body. So I'm trying to keep Kraken. I want to keep Kraken out of the fight as much as possible.
Confirmed.
If I can keep her attention on Apex, but there's only so much I can do. I don't have enough moves. I don't have enough jump jets. He is okay.
Roger.
Let's take the shots we can. Oh, nice! I took that left arm off, which loses a good chunk of his firepower. The firepower on a Jaeger mech is heavily concentrated in the arms, so that's something that is a big drawback. Good. Wildfire. And now Wildfire can move around behind, and I'm gonna punch. Can I move behind and punch?
Oh. Order acknowledged.
Melee! Or not, because I hit the wrong button. Lovely. Well, that's no good.
Fire in.
Right here.
Sumo doesn't have a shot now, but I can move Sumo over here into cover and get a shot. So I'll have evasion bonuses and cover bonuses. What's his attack? 95% to hit, so let's go ahead and take it. If I can take out that leg. No, I took out that left torso though. That works out. That takes out one of his medium lasers. So I've literally halved the weapons on that Jaeger mech. And he is deeply trying to get away. He's trying to maneuver to stay out of view of anybody. Let's see. No. Let's see if I can move Apex enough to get her a great shot. That SRM2's at the edge of range. But she's got no heat built up, so I'm going to go ahead and go with everything.
Giving him everything I've got.
This Shadowhawk is actually being really, it's probably my best mech here in the desert, heat-wise. It and the Centurion are both running really good on heat. So I'm not having to worry about them nearly as much as I was afraid I was going to. Let's see. He's got one medium laser and AC2. Okay, I want to get close. No.
On my way.
I'm going to get close enough to have that his weapons aren't going to hit nearly as well. This side. Hopefully this will do it.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Nice. I got into structure on his center torso, but I didn't finish him. I'm afraid I might lose Kraken based upon this hit. Because Kraken has so much structural damage. No, Kraken's down but not dead. That's going to go a long way towards saving me. What can I get? Yeah, let's just melee this up.
Affirmative.
Punch him in his back. Kick him! Well, that's not necessarily so good. It did a lot of damage to his leg, but if any hits on his back would have probably killed him, so... Can I get around somewhere where I can get a better shot at his damaged sides? No, not better than what I got. We'll take this shot then. Hopefully I get that torso hit. Nope, got the arm hit, but I critted that AC-5. So that definitely reduces his firepower.
Yes, Commander.
Apex can't do the shot from there. Let's move her down. Not really worried about her ability to stay in cover anymore. She's done awesome work for me. Yeoman's work. Lots of cover, lots of fire. She's maintained heat really well. Yeah, we're gonna alpha strike. Boom! There we go. All four of my guys stayed up, so that's good. I took some risk with cracking there at the end that I probably shouldn't have done. I should have pulled him back instead of moving him forward. He didn't die, and that was just pure luck that he didn't get killed. Yeah, that was a mistake. Pretty happy overall. I probably should. I don't know. Panther did really good, even with the heat issues early on, because I was alpha striking him and jumping around too much in the high heat of a desert environment. I didn't lose anybody. Looks like everybody except for Apex's Shadowhawk was into structure on something. Definitely on center torsos. That was pretty close. Lost a medium laser on the Centurion. No other weapon losses. This isn't bad at all in all. Took 13 rounds and 38 minutes to do it. Enemy forces, we're looking at... Oh, that commando I smashed. The commando has pretty much nothing recoverable. Once being able to recover Rex gets in the game. The Hunchback, on the other hand, has a lot of lasers and heat sinks that I can recover. And the entire mech isn't in terrible shape. The other Hunchback has pretty much nothing. It's pretty much a write-off. And that Jaeger mech has a few things that would be recoverable. And some things that only have some damage. It's not terrible. Most of the rest of the mech is scrapped, though. So, there we go. There were no neutral forces, of course. That is the Battletech Backer Beta. And we will see more when it comes out later, and when they release the bigger expansion to it, when they add the multiplayer, and as they add more stuff to the single player itself, and more options, we'll take some more looks at it. Thank you, and have a good time.